Students watching, boys and girls in our classroom, let's begin our arithmetic lesson by standing, and we'll sing Visit the Animals That Live in the Zoo. We'll visit the animals that live in the zoo. Zebra, gorilla, giraffe, kangaroo, elephant and monkey, alligator, bear, lion and tiger and yak will be there. Antelope and buffalo, panda, bear too. God made all the animals that live in the zoo. Have a seat, and we're ready to look at our counting chart. We're going to begin at this number. Girls watching, tell us the number I'm pointing to. And check their answer, Victoria.
80.
And we're going to count to this number, boys watching. Check their answer, Savvy.
100.
You're right. Let's do this. Everyone stand up, but be ready to follow my hands. Let's start at 80 together. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91,
92, 93,
94, 95, 96,
97, 98,
99, 100. Great job. You can have a seat. Now, in our last lesson, we began to talk about your number of position. These are counting numbers or cardinal numbers. But we learned in our last lesson about ordinal numbers. An ordinal number is a number that tells me your position. So if I go to this otter right here, what position does he have? Students watching? And what position is he in? Benjamin?
1.
Oh, I don't say 1. That's a cardinal number. I want an ordinal number.
First.
He's in first place. You're right. Well, what about if I go to this otter? What position does he hold, Aria?
6.
He's in 6th place. Oh, this otter, that one's a challenge. Help me with this, Hayden.
3rd.
In 3rd place. And if I go all the way down to this otter, what otter do you see, Savvy? Look all the way over here.
10.
10th place is right. Did you notice something on our chart? I hope our students watching saw it. Did you notice our Bible verse down at the very bottom? I'm so glad we get to learn not just arithmetic, but God's word too. Our Bible verse says, let all things be done decently and in order. Do you do every single job? Very well. Sit down, Savvy. There you go. Every job we want to do well. Let's stand up and let's start with first, and we'll count to 10 together. First, second,
3rd, 4th,
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Boys and boys watching, sit. Girls and girls watching, stay standing. Let's count our ordinal numbers together. First, second,
3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
have a seat. Boys and boys watching, stand. Boys and boys watching together. First, second, 3rd,
4th, 5th,
6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. You can have a seat, and I'm ready for some help now. I have our ordinal numbers, but they're mixed up. So I need some people who can help me get into the right position. Titus, I like that smile. First of all, tell me the ordinal number you see.
10.
Now, come take it. Students watching, where should Titus be standing? And Titus is going to the end. I think our students watching agree with that. Oh, let's pause for just a moment. Students watching, can we really look at Titus? Do you see how he's holding this card? He has his hands right on the side. He's got a nice smile for our students watching. His body is so still, he's being patient. Titus, what a great job. I love that. Let's go to this one right here. Tell me the ordinal number that you see, Trey. This one's a little bit more challenging. Let me show this side, and that might be easier. It's 8. Come take this and stand right about where you think you should stand. While he's doing that, this next number, tell me the number you see, Emery. Maybe this will help you.
9th.
9th, come take it, and let's see where he needs to stand. Boys watching, tell Emery where he should stand. He's got it right away. 3 guys in a row doing their job. Let's go now to this ordinal number, Victoria. Maybe this will help you.
5th.
Okay, come take it. Let's see where you need to go. She noticed the number 5, and that helps us with 5th. Go to this one here, Hayden.
6th.
Nice. Come take it. Let's see where she needs to go. This next one, girls watching, do you know this ordinal number? And help her out, or help them out. Ava?
2nd.
2nd. Come take it. Let's see where this needs to go. Let's do this ordinal number now. Tanner?
7th.
All right, come take 7th, and let's think about where Tanner should go. Good, he's getting there right away. We've got a nice looking line. This next one, help us with this one, Benjamin.
Third.
Third is it. Come take it. Students watching, tell Benjamin where he should stand. And Benjamin, nice work. We'll go to this one here. Help us with this. Aria.
Fourth.
Fourth, come take that. And here's the next ordinal number. Students watching, tell us this ordinal number. And what ordinal number is this, Kobe?
First.
Come take first. Now, girls watching, tell Kobe where he should stand. They said there. Do you agree with them, Savvy? I do too. Let's get a little bit closer so that we're able. Now, Savvy, you stay right where you are. Let's have Tanner get a little closer. That way we're right together in our number line. Students watching, I want you to join Savvy and Aslan as they count our ordinal numbers. Let's do it together, ladies. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Good job. You two ladies can have a seat, and those at the front can have a seat as well. Now, in just a moment, we're going to be ready to do the next part of that brand new activity we began in our last lesson. We're going to be ready to again do a speed drill. Now, students watching, remember, this speed drill is just an opportunity for you to show what you know. And every single lesson, we want to get just a little bit faster. Let's see if we remember the directions. You ready? Let's try the first one. On your marks. Good. Pencils in the air for on your marks. Get set. Keep that pencil in the air. Get set means turn over. Put your finger at number 2. Wonderful. And go. Remember, you want to fill in number 2 and do your very best. So go to number 2, Savvy. Do your best. Good. That's faster, Kobe. Good. Remember, if you finish early, go back and check. Do it. Good. Go back and check, Kobe. That's what I want. Good, Benjamin. As long as you cross that out and fix it, that's fine. It's okay to make a mistake. We just want to fix them. Good. Emery's checking his work. Pencils inside your tables. No more pencils out. Students watching, same for you. Remember, we want to play fair. We all have the same amount of time. Now, just like we did in our last lesson, take your pointer finger and put it on the first combination's answer. I'll again read the combination and answer, but you check with your eyes and see how you did with these combinations. Here we go. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Put your finger on the second row. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Put your finger on the last row. 0 plus 4 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 5 plus 0 equals 5. Now take your paper, turn it to the side with a bear. All right, your paper is on the front. Go ahead and take that paper and just slip it away from you so we're ready for our next activity. But I have a question for you. How did you do? Did you do better than you did in the last lesson when we had our speed drill? Every single time, our goal is to do better. I hope that you did. Well, now we're ready for some story problems. I want you to listen carefully. This first story problem is going to be about our sisters, Aria and Aslan. Listen carefully. Aslan checked out 2 books from the library, and Aria checked out 1. How many books did they check out in all, and why? Listen again. Aslan checked out 2 books from the library, and Aria checked out 1. How many books did they check out in all, and why? Now, Aslan, help me answer this combination about you and your sister. Let's start with our actual combination. What's our combination?
2.
Good, because that's how many books you checked out, plus
1.
1. That's how many books Aria checked out, equals how many books?
3.
It does equal 3. What should our answer box have, Aria? Thanks, Aslan. What number?
3.
Why?
Because that's the answer.
It is because 2 plus 1 equals 3. That's our sum. Oh, we have another story problem. I want you to listen to this one carefully. This story problem is about Victoria. Victoria did a little bit of shopping. When Victoria went shopping, she bought 2 pencils and 3 pens. How many writing things did she buy in all and why? Victoria went shopping. She bought 2 pencils and 3 pens. How many writing things did she buy in all and why? Victoria, start with our combination. Girls watching, answer with Victoria.
2.
Good.
3.
Yes, plus 3. Remember, in all means plus equals, Victoria?
5.
It does equal 5. Excellent, Victoria. Now, what should go in my first box?
5.
Kobe. Oh, Victoria, I'm glad you knew. Let's see if Kobe knows
5.
too. Why?
Because that's the answer.
It is. That's the sum. She bought 2 pencils and 3 pens, and 2 plus 3 equals, Savvy?
5.
It does. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Now, in our last lesson, we did a little bit of work with some missing numbers. I want to see if we can continue on with our work. Now, look right over here. Now, I have a different combination, and I know something about my combination. I know my sum. What is my sum, boys watching? And what is my sum, Benjamin?
5.
It is 5. So I know that I need to be thinking, Victoria, of a combination that is from the 5 addition family. I know that because my sum is 5. Let's look and see what's missing. I need to know what I add to 4 to equal 5. So let's think on our combination family for 5. What's the number that I add to 4 to equal 5? I have a lot of smiles in the classroom. Students watching, I think you are too. Students watching, answer first. And what is my missing number, Tanner?
1.
That's it. Now let's do something. Let's look at our combination family. Here is our 5 family. We know that our sum, our answer is 5. And I know that 1 plus 4 equals 5, and then I can check. Over here at my dot card, 1 blue dot, 4 red dots equals how many dots, Trey?
5.
Because 1 plus 4 equals, Kobe.
5.
It does equal 5. Let's do another one. Let's see if we can get this one really quickly. What family do I need to think about? So look at your sum. What's my family? Ava, good smile.
The 3 addition family.
That's it. It's the 3 addition family because what is my sum, Hayden? What's my answer?
3.
That's it. My answer is 3. Now, let's look and see what's missing. I need to know, what do I add to 3 to equal 3? Well, that's a challenge. Boys watching, do you know my missing add-in, my missing number? I see some smiles in the classroom. Good. What is my missing add-in, Kobe?
0.
He thinks 0. Is that what you said, boys watching? They are all shaking their heads. Yes, good, Kobe. Kobe realizes something. If I have 3 things and I want 3 things, I don't get anything else. Here's my combination. 3 plus 0 equals, Savvy.
3.
It does. And if we look over on our dot card, how many red dots are missing? Students watching? And how many red dots do I have, Victoria? 0. So 3 plus 0 equals, Aria?
3.
It does equal 3. Good for you. Let's do another one. What family do I need to be in? I need to be thinking about this family. Good. What family do I need to think about, Emery? What's my sum?
5.
That's it. I need to be in the 5s, and that's the family I need to think about. Now let's look at our combination. 3 plus what number equals 5? Think about my 5 family. What do I add to 3 to equal 5? Girls watching? Oh, I have some smiles, and that's how I can choose my people to help me, Trey. What do I add?
2.
He thinks 2. Is that what you said, girls watching? They all said yes. Yay, Trey. Because what is my combination? Tanner.
3 plus 2 equals
Stand to answer so we can hear you.
3 plus 2 equals 5.
Nice. And if we look at our 5 family, we can come to our sum. And 3 plus 2 equals, Savvy.
5.
Now let's come over to our dot card. How many red dots are missing? If you know, give me a smile. Good. How many red dots are missing, Victoria?
2.
That's it, because that is my missing number, and we can see there were 2 missing dots. Nice job. Now, I have something special that I want to teach you in this lesson, and this is what I want to teach you. It's about some money. I think it's something that our students watching may have seen before, and I know our boys and girls in classroom have seen it. It's this coin that's right here on my screen. Do you know what coin this is, students watching? And what coin do you see, Ava?
A penny.
It is a penny. Now we want to talk for just a little bit about the penny. Now, whenever you see a penny, you're going to count by ones because a penny is worth 1 cent. But let's look at some things that make a penny special. One of the first things I see that make a penny special is the color of a penny. It's almost a brownish color, isn't it? It's made out of a metal called copper. Now, a new penny is bright and shiny. But as a penny gets older, you're going to notice something about the copper in a penny. It gets a little bit more dull and a little bit more brown, but it's still worth the same amount of money. How many cents is a penny worth, again, students watching? And what is a penny worth, Savvy?
1.
It's worth 1 cent, so we'll count pennies by ones. Something else I want you to notice is there is a president on the front of a penny. And the name of this president is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was our 16th president, and we honor him by putting him on the front of our penny. Now notice some other things about it. The next thing I see is the word liberty. The word liberty means freedom, and I'm so glad we live in this country. I'm so glad that we get to have the freedoms that we have. We're free to worship God. We're free to say things that are true, and we have those freedoms because we have liberty. Liberty means freedom. The next words I see are the words, "In God we trust." How important those words are. Now, that doesn't mean everyone who lives in the United States of America is a Christian, a follower of God, but I hope that you are. We want God to take care of us, don't we? We want God to be in control of our actions. And "in God we trust" just reminds me that the people who helped start our country, they were men and women who wanted God to have their ways be honoring to Him. The next thing I want us to see is right down here. You can see this big number, can't you? This number is 1992, and that's a year. Whenever you see this number, and it's going to be different on every coin, Kobe, but when you see this number, you can know that is the year it is made. We say the year it is minted because for a coin, minted means made. Now let's come on over here, and I want us to take a look at what the back of the penny would look like. So notice right here, here's that front of the penny. We see the words, "In God we trust." We see this president. Who is this president, students watching? And who is the president on our penny, Victoria?
Abraham Lincoln.
That's right. Oh, I just forgot what a penny is worth. Girls watching, remind me, what is a penny worth? Help me, Emery, how many cents?
1 cent.
It's worth 1 cent. We'll see the word liberty, which means, what does liberty mean, Hayden?
Freedom.
Yes, stand up fast to answer.
Freedom.
And then right here we can see the year that it's minted or made. And notice this. This penny was minted or made in a different year than the penny we had on our screen. Every year is probably going to be different because it was made at a different time. Notice the back of our coin. Beautiful on the back too, isn't it? I notice right here the name of our country, the United States of America. Right here are the words 1 and cent because it lets us know a penny is worth 1 cent. Then we have a shield, and on the shield are 13 stripes. Can somebody think why there might be 13 stripes on this shield? Students watching, do you know? And I have some smiles in here. Tanner, what do you think? Why are there 13 stripes?
For the flag of our country.
Yes, the 13 stripes on our flag that remind us about the 13 original colonies, the 13 states that started our country. And then here's some words right here. It's a different language from our English. It's the words e pluribus unum. The words e pluribus unum mean out of many, one. We have 50 states in our country, but we're one country. We want to stick together to help each other stay together and do what is right. Well, I have right here on my screen something kind of special. And these are pennies from a very long time ago. In fact, these are pennies that my grandfather had, and his family, his grandfather before him had them. These pennies look a little different, don't they? But these are still pennies. Pennies have changed throughout the years of our country. This one, look when it was minted or made. It was made a long time ago, way back at the beginning of the 1900s. It was minted in 1903. Now this one, it looks like my picture is blurry, isn't it? But did you know it really isn't? This penny, if you would pick it up and hold it, it's so smooth because it's been used so often. So it's been worn down because of people handling it and paying for it. And so this penny is now really smooth, but you can still see Abraham Lincoln, can't you? But this is a very, very, very old penny that's been used for a very long time. Now I've got some pennies right up here on my screen or on my board, and I want a little bit of help counting these pennies. Help me remember though, when I count pennies, what should I count by, boys watching? And what should I count by? Aslan?
1.
I want to count by ones. Now I need a really sharp money counter to help me count these coins. Boys watching, why don't you stand with Savvy and let's count these coins.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So how many pennies do I have, Savvy?
6.
I have 6 pennies. Savvy, you can sit down because I want to show you something on the board. I'm going to write the number 6, but there's something else I need to do because I'm counting money. I want to show that I'm counting money. If I just had the number 6, you might not know what I'm counting. You might think, well, maybe Miss Howe is counting pencils or erasers, or maybe she's counting dogs because she loves dogs. But when I put this little symbol on the end of my number, all of a sudden, everyone should know that I'm counting money. This little symbol that I just drew for you is the cent sign. And a cent sign means that I'm counting with or I'm dealing with money. A cent sign just looks like the letter C with a line right through it. So, Savvy, would you tell me what I just wrote on my board?
A 6 and a cent.
That's it. So I will say 6 cents. What is this, Savvy?
6 cents.
Good. I have 6 cents. Well, let's go down to this next set of coins. And students watching, you'll be ready to count right along with Trey. Trey, I like that smile. Trey, what are we counting again? What type of coin?
A penny.
It is a penny. So Trey and our students watching, let's count these coins.
1, 2, 3.
All right, Trey, I'm going to write the number 3. Am I finished? Can I move to my next activity?
No.
He says no. Why, students watching? And why?
Because you have to put the C and then the line.
Because what does that stand for, Trey?
Cents.
It does. It stands for cents, and it means I'm counting money. I have some coins right here that I want to hand to Emery. Take this set of coins and come up to the front for us. Oh, this is a tough challenge. Why don't we have Aria come up and count these coins? And then I've got some thinking questions. Are you ready? Which is greater, 6 cents or 8 cents, students watching? And which is greater, Benjamin?
8.
Why?
Because it's after.
It is. It's after. It's bigger. What's greater, 11 cents or 10 cents, Tanner?
10 cents.
Oh, he says 10 cents. You agree, students watching? Tanner, they just said no. Why? Listen again. Which is greater, 11 cents or 10 cents?
11.
Why?
Because it's right after 10.
It is. It's after, which means it's bigger. Are we ready to count our coins? Emery, you count into my hand, and then Aria, you be ready.
1,
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Good. 8. So I have 8 what? 8 cents is correct. Victoria, come take your chalk and write 8 cents right here on the board. Now let's have Aria count coins for us.
1,
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What do you have? 11?
Cents.
11 cents. Good for you. You can have a seat. I want Benjamin to come write 11 cents on our board here. And students watching, what did Victoria just write? And tell us what she wrote, Titus.
8 cents.
8 cents. And Benjamin is going to write 11 cents. While he does that, I brought something with me. Students watching, your on-site teacher may have already given to you this coin. Tell me what coin I'm holding, students watching. And what coin is this, Savvy?
A penny.
It is a penny. A penny is worth, Trey.
1 cent.
So as I pass out pennies, what should we count by, Ava?
1.
We should count by ones. I'm going to come over to Hayden. We'll begin with her in just a moment. I do want to know, though, how many people are going to get pennies? We'll find out in just a moment. Students watching, you be ready to count right with us. Hayden, you can go ahead and have your hand ready, and we'll put your penny in your hands as we come around our classroom. So what is a penny worth again, Hayden?
1 cent.
So we'll count by Victoria.
1.
Let's do it. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6. Good. What are we counting by, Savvy?
5.
Not by 5. That's it. Let's start with 7. 7, 8, 9. Oh, careful. 10, 11, 12. How many pennies did I just hand out, Trey?
12.
I did. Take your penny, put it right to your name tag. What is your penny worth, Ava?
1 cent.
It is worth 1 cent. Now let's look over on our counting zoo and let's start with this number. Boys watching, tell me this number. And what number do you see, Benjamin?
5.
Let's count backward to this number, which is, Savvy?
1.
When I count backward, is it bigger or smaller, Trey?
Small.
It is. Let's start at 5 and count to 1 together. 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
That's it. Counting backward means I'm counting smaller. Now, in our last lesson, we had a poem about these monkeys. I want you to listen to it again, and let's remember what happens to those monkeys. 5 little monkeys sitting on a door. 1 jumped down, and then there were, Victoria,
4.
4 little monkeys hanging in a tree. 1 climbed down, and then there were Emery.
3.
3 little monkeys playing with glue. 1 got stuck, and then there were Kobe.
2.
2 little monkeys playing in the sun. 1 got tired, and then there was students watching. And check their answer tray.
1.
1 little monkey was having no fun. He went away, and then there were, Tanner?
None.
None. 5 little monkeys teach us to subtract. 5 little monkeys help us with our facts. Now let's think for a moment. What happened to the number of monkeys each time we took away? Did my number get bigger or did it get smaller, Ava?
Small.
That's it. That's called subtraction. When I take away, I am subtracting. What is it called if I take away, Aslan?
Your number gets small.
That's right, so I subtract. Let's look at some subtraction combinations together. Let's go over this poem again, and I want you to notice what happens. 5 little monkeys swinging on a door. 1 jumped down, and then there were, how many again, Emery?
4.
And look at my combination. 5 minus 1 equals, Kobe.
4.
I go to my backward number. Listen again. 4 little monkeys hanging in a tree. 1 jumped down, and then there were, help me, Trey.
2.
Oh, careful, there were.
3.
That's right, because 4 minus 1 equals what, boys watching? And what's 4 minus 1, Ava?
3.
That's correct, 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3 little monkeys playing with glue. 1 got stuck, and then there were, how many, Emery?
2.
Because 3 minus 1 equals, Tanner,
2.
I go to the backward number. 2 little monkeys playing in the sun. 1 got tired, and then there was, how many, Hayden?
1.
Because 2 minus 1 equals, Titus.
1.
That's correct. Am I going forward or backward, students watching? And Victoria, what am I doing?
You're going back.
That's right,
That
so-
means subtraction.
That's right, subtraction is take away. 1 little monkey was having no fun. He went away, and then there were students watching. Emery?
None.
None. Or what is 1 minus 1, Aslan?
0.
It is 0. Let's look now at our combination cards. We've seen them written going across, but we can also write them going down. I'm going to say the combination. You say it after me. 1 minus 1 equals 0.
1 minus 1 equals 0.
2 minus 1 equals 1.
2 minus 1 equals 1.
3 minus 1 equals 2.
3 minus 1 equals 2.
4 minus 1 equals 3.
4 minus 1 equals 3.
5 minus 1 equals 4.
5 minus 1 equals 4.
Now I'm going to mix them up and let's see if we can remember our backward number. Let's start with this one. Students watching, answer first. And give us your answer, Emery.
0.
0, is it? I had 1 and it went away. What is this answer, Titus?
2.
That's right. I go to my backward number. What about this one, Benjamin?
1.
That's correct. I started at 2. I go backward 1, and that's the number 1. This one's a challenge. Girls watching, answer first. And help us answer this one. Good, I see some smiles. Help me, Ava.
4.
4 is correct. Good thinking from you. Now, I am ready for a helper with some coins. Come up to the front for me, Titus. I'm going to give Titus some money because he has been working so very hard. Titus, have those hands out. Let's count how much money you have. Now face our students watching so they can see. And Titus and students watching, count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So how many cents do you have, Titus?
5.
All right, I want you to take 1 penny and give it to Emery. He's been working really hard. He had 5. He took away 1. How many does he have now, students watching? And how many does he have, Victoria? What's 5 minus 1?
It equals 4.
It does. Go give a penny to Victoria because she's so very smart. Well, he had 4 and now he has 1 less. So what's 4 minus 1, Ava?
3.
3, is it? Go give a penny to Ava. She knows her subtraction combinations. He had 3. He gave away 1. How many pennies does he have now, Savvy?
2.
That's it. I go to my backward number, give a penny for Savvy because she knows takeaway. He had 2. He gave away 1. How many does he have now, Aria?
1.
1, is it? Go give that penny to Aria. Titus, you had 1. You just gave it away. How many pennies do you have left?
9.
Because 1 minus 1 equals?
0.
That's it. Air high five. Thanks for being a good sport. Now, let's prepare for arithmetic. So tuck in, get out that arithmetic paper, and let's check the front of this quickly. We had some counting on the front of our paper. Let's do this. Let's start at the number 1, and we'll count all the way to 30. Students watching, you help us as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. Let's turn to the back and let's have our pencils in our hands. And let's be ready to do some work with this coin. Remind me about this coin, students watching. What is this called? And Savvy, this is a what?
Penny.
It is a penny. How many cents is a penny worth? Aria?
1 cent.
So I'll count by Victoria.
1.
All right, let's look at our first set of pennies. How many cents do I have, Emery?
3.
Oh, careful. Look at that first set one more time.
2.
That's right, 2 cents. So write 2 in that first box. How did Emery know that it was 2 cents, Aslan? How many pennies are there?
2.
That's correct. Let's go to our next pennies. And oh, there's a lot. Why don't we do this? Put your pencil point on the first penny. And let's count together so we can make sure we get the right amount. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many cents do we have, Ava?
10.
Because how many pennies do we have, Tanner?
10.
That's right. Do the last 2 by yourselves. Good, I see some careful counters. Count those pennies. There you go, Hayden, we're counting our pennies. Let's check our third set of coins. Boys watching, I want you to count along with Trey. Trey, count the third set of coins. Be a little louder for our students watching to hear.
1, 2, 5.
That's it, we have 4 cents because we have 4 pennies. Girls watching, check our last set of coins with Victoria. So Victoria, how many cents do we have?
5.
We do have 5 cents. Let's go down to number 2. Number 2 has the question, how many are left? Notice our zoo animals and notice that one of them is going to go away. So let's look at the seals. They did it for us, but let's really notice this combination. How many seals did we begin with, Benjamin?
2.
That's right, and 2 is in our first box. How many seals swam away, Aslan?
1.
There's 1 crossed out and 1 is in the next box. And how many seals are left, Aria?
1.
Because 2 minus 1 equals, Victoria.
Equals 0.
Oh, no, it doesn't. That's 1 minus 1. What is 2 minus 1, Ava?
1.
2 minus 1, Victoria?
1.
It does. Let's go to our leopard. How many leopards did we have, Titus?
1.
How many went away?
1.
How many are left?
0.
That's right, our answer is 0 because 1 minus 1 equals, Emery.
0.
It does equal 0. Students watching, I want you to continue working on this paper with your on-site teacher.